Right, moving on, I've got one last line to show you very quickly, and that's actually not a braid, it's a mono, and it's this, the Sufix Advance. Again, the sales blurb, hyperpolymer advanced monofilament. All I know is it claims to be 0.40 and 15 kilos. So, you know, that's 33 pound and 0.40. That is good. If you know me and my sort of like catfishing and that down the years and my recommendations, there was another brand that I always used to recommend for monos, for catfishing. Looking at this week, this has actually surpassed that other brand. I mean, straight away, the first thing I noticed when I unboxed it was how limply it came off the spool. I mean, this is the end of the spool because the rest of it is on my right hand rod that's behind me. So this is just the tail end of the spool. There's not a lot left on it. So of course it's had the tightest coils on it, it's had the most pressure on it, and yet it's coming off lovely, straight off the spool. It hangs nice, which is just what you want to see. You know, you don't want to see some curly, pigtailing, horrible thing. It's nice and supple, you know, there's no stiffness to it. It's got a very, very smooth surface. It does cast well. I've been casting with it, and it casts well. Funny enough, I've been taking a lot of carp on this rod this week, using the bait that the carp as well as the cats like. And it's been great, you know. I've had carp and stuff charging me through reed beds and lilies and all this kind of stuff, and it's handled it lovely. Really nice and smooth, hangs well, spools up lovely on the reels as well. As do both the braids, and after playing fish, they're not all gnarly and bedded in. I hate that, you know, when you've played a fish, a big fish, and you look at your spool and your spool's all mashed up and horrible. This just continues to sit really nicely on the spool, even when you've really been giving the cats a lot of stick. So anyway, back to the abrasion test. So here's our rock again. We've got our line and we're going to go across it on the angle, really working that across that ridge there, and then we're going to go up and down again, making sure we give it a proper test. Right, I'm sure, I mean, I could get it to go at some point, and you can feel there, it's rough, it's frayed. If your line came back in like that, you would change it, but it hasn't snapped. It's just had plenty of abuse. It hasn't snapped. You certainly wouldn't fish with it like that anymore, but it's been, you know, it's been rubbed over a rock countless times. What do you expect? Strength wise, I mean, there's still plenty there. Probably snap it if I weren't using my hands, but you know, there's still plenty there. I mean, that line is capable of playing a cat through the snags. Trust me. You know, it just works. Goes, like I say, it goes on the spool well. It sits really nicely. It's nice and limp. It doesn't come off all twisty and horrible, which a lot of heavy monos do. Nice, you know, fine-ish resistance, well, very fine, not resistance, fine diameter for its breaking strain at 0.40. I mean, that's exceptional, that is. And yet it doesn't seem to have compromised on any of the other characteristics of it either. Knotting, again, 5-turn grid and knot, been using these all week with it. And again, it just knots really well. 5 turns. Obviously wet it, lubricate that knot, pull it down, and again a lovely knot. I mean that's great. You know, sometimes you'll see with heavy braids, you know, just above the knot you'll see it's kinked up a little bit. It's not quite perfect, but that is absolutely bang on, lovely little knot. So that line is the Sufix Advance in the 0.40, which is £33. Really happy with it, very very impressed. It's on one of my rods right now. If it goes on my rods, then it's going to be a good product, because I don't put crap on my rods. You know, it's as simple as that. I'm happy with it. Be on sale in Specimen Fishing UK soon.